Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the live session with Amir Kutub. Now, as always, I try to keep a theme for my sessions, and the theme for today's session is job hacks to level up your career, how to increase your career. And I prefer that the questions are asked around this, but I love you guys so much that I just hate not taking your answers, not taking your questions. So feel free to ask any questions, but I would really prefer that you ask any questions related to job or career first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at your questions, and then I'm going to answer them one by one. That's what today's session is all about. And any questions related to job and career, I will take that on the priority. But tell me how you guys are as well. So you've got Faisal Ahmed is saying hello, sir. Hi, Faisal. How are you? So guys, the drill is pretty simple. All you have to do is just enter your question in the comment section, and then we can take it from there. Nabil Ahmed is saying hello, it's good to see you. Good to see you too, Nabil. Thanks a lot for connecting as well. Faisal Ahmed, hello. Hi, Faisal, how are you? And I apologize, your comments sometimes come a bit late through in this system or this software, but I will definitely attend to your comments, guys. Now, one of the questions that I've been sort of like consistently asked is how to actually show, for to get jobs you need experience, but sometimes you do not have the relevant experience, and how to gain the experience if you do not have a job, and then how do you also show that experience. So look, you cannot show genuine corporate experience if you have not worked in that field. But what you could do is, and what I have always done is, that if I want to make my career, for example, now if I want to switch my career, I want to work as a graphic designer. What I'll do is I'll start working on some hobby portfolios. I'll go and do some freelancing gigs, build up my portfolio, and then apply for a job. So although I would not have any previous graphic design experience working in a company, but I could actually share my freelancing experience and share the work that I have done in that field. And although that could not be counted as a full experience, but that would still count towards your experience, and you would have the opportunity to get a job. But if you are going into a job interview or applying for something where you are not able to demonstrate any experience at all, then it's going to be difficult. So that's why this idea of being able to work as a freelancer, working on small gigs and small projects, and adding that to your CV is extremely helpful. All right, guys, we've got Ishita Chakravarti. Hi, sir. Hi, Ishita. How are you? Ayush Chen is saying, sir, I have recently completed my graduation from mechanical engineering. That's great, bro. I would love to know what are your plans from here. Saurav Chaube, hello, Amir. Good to see your energy and enthusiasm. Thank you so much, bro. It's the love that you guys give that actually contributes to my energy and enthusiasm. And one thing that I have identified in my life is that I always do the things that I'm passionate about, the things that I really enjoy doing. So I would not even spend 1 second or 1 minute doing something that I do not like. And that's why the energy is missing from a lot of people, because they go for a job or they go for a career which they think is good for them, but they are not really passionate about. So whatever I do it with full passion, and I enjoy doing it. For example, this live session, the sole purpose of me doing this is because I like communicating with people. I like sharing my insights with people, and love listening and generally talking to people as well. So I'm passionate about this thing, and that's where the energy and enthusiasm comes from. And I think that's one of the major contribution towards success as well. If you are passionate about what you are doing, then you will definitely be successful in it as well. Ayush Jain is asking, any job opportunity? Ayush, actually, there are quite a few job opportunities right now in my organization. If you go to Enterprise Monkey company page on LinkedIn, go in the job opportunities, you will actually see 6 or 7 job opportunities out there. For anyone looking for job opportunities, we right now have job opportunity for search engine optimization person, graphic designers, We have a recent new job opening for UI developers. Then we have job opening for WordPress developer, someone senior WordPress developer, Joomla developer, a technical, like someone with a good technical experience altogether as well. So I think there are a few more job vacancies right now in my organization. So make sure that you are going through them and feel free to apply for them, and we'll definitely get back to you. Uh, all right, Mohammed Irshad is asking the same question. Any opportunity, bro? There's so many opportunities out there. People say that there are no jobs, and the jobs are less and blah blah blah. What I tell people is, you need only one job. You don't need hundreds of jobs, right? So when I came to, I was looking for jobs over here, and people told me that there are not many jobs in mechanical engineering, or even there's not many jobs for international students as well. And I kept on applying. I didn't get a job, and every time when someone gave me this negative outlook about that there are not a lot of jobs out there, I would tell them that I don't need a lot of jobs. I only need one job. That's all you need. You need one job. So there are definitely a lot of opportunities out there. Yes, there are opportunities in my organization as well, but my organization is still small when you compare it with likes of TCS and Accenture and so on, or any of the larger organizations that are out there. So definitely there are a lot of jobs and opportunities out there in general altogether. Imran Ali, hello sir. Hi Imran, how are you? Javed Ahmed, Amir. Hi, Amir. Just to say hello. Thank you so much, Javed bhai. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate that. Thanks a lot. How are you? And would definitely love to catch up with you offline. Ravindra Purohit, how to create opportunities in Industry 4.0 for better come up. That's a great question, Ravindra. So one thing that you would have observed is that everything now is every career, every industry is actually transforming itself to become a bit of hybrid with a huge dependency in technology. So, for example, education has transformed into the ed technology or ed tech or edutech. Health is being transformed into health tech. Sportsing being transformed via the help of sports technology. Similarly, finance is overtaken already by fintech as well. So it's about looking at mechanical industries, mechatronics. So you would need to look at the traditional industries and see how technology is transforming those industries. Now the thing is, with the technical disruption, it's like a wave. If you have done surfing, people who do surfing would be able to relate with that. So what happens is, if a wave is coming, you cannot fight it. You cannot say, oh, disruption is coming or I'm going to fight it. You cannot fight it. You cannot run away from it, because coming towards you with a heavy speed, right? You cannot run away from it. The only thing that you can do is you can ride the wave itself. You can go with the flow. So this technological disruption is going to hit each and every industry. It's already there, right? It's a thing of the past now, and the whole industry and the whole job scenario is changing, and it is in favor of the people who are tech savvy. Now you don't need to be a coder or a developer, right? But you need to be able to understand and appreciate how technology is transforming those industries, gain skills accordingly as well, and then you will be in a much better position for the industry 4.0, as they call it. Asim Chaudhary is saying, hi, sir, how are you? I am good, thanks. Asim, how are you? Achintya Acharya, sir, I need your help to build my CV. May you give some tips? Absolutely, I would. What I was actually doing just now is I was actually making a video where I was looking at my old CV, and then I was telling how would I modify a CV according to a job description. I'll quickly share my screen with you, and I'll talk to you about some of the important elements of the CV is. First of all, this is a pretty old CV that I did in my bachelor's. I dig it up. It was when I did it like 10 years ago, 2010. There are so many mistakes in my CV, but there are a few things that I actually liked about my CV. One was a clear objective, of course, the technical skills that I had, the project experience, the campus work that I did, and so on. But the thing that I would like to really focus on is Whenever you look at a job description, what people do is people develop one CV and then send it for all different jobs. What you have to do is you have to look at the job description and then modify your CV according to that particular job description. And what I was telling in that video specifically was that you look at the job description and then you have to take the keywords from the job description and add it to your CV. The reason for that is 9 out of 10 CVs are rejected by resume parsers. Now resume parsers are those automated bots, automated system. When you send CV to a company, a recruiter doesn't receive that CV. That resume parsers shortlist the CV and then send it to recruiter, and 9 out of 10 CVs are actually rejected by resume parser. The key to get over it is to actually look at everything over here, like look at the skills. And the example that I was mentioning was, for example, this one says you should have strong knowledge of WordPress platform. So what I would do is I would actually make this as a highlight in my objective, in my education, my technical skills. For example, in my education, I have objective added WordPress development skills. Technical skills, again, I have added knowledge of WordPress web designing and so on. And what I was telling was that rather than mentioning anything else, I would actually use the exact same keyword that I mentioned over here. For example, expertise in WordPress custom theme and plugin development. What I'll do is I'll actually not write expertise in custom WordPress custom, like I'll change in I'm expert in WordPress custom theme and plugin development. I would probably do it in 2 lines: WordPress custom theme development, and then I'll do another line which is WordPress plugin development or something like that. And similarly, all of those skills, any of the technical skills that are required in a job description, I'll put it in a CV. And any of the soft skills that are required in a job description, like I'll show you one of the example of soft skill. It says a thorough, strong, and not this one, great attention to detail, highly organized. Now, this is something that I would not put in a CV. I would put it in a cover letter with an example. So in my cover letter, I would make sure that I mention a line which says, I have great attention to detail and I'm highly organized, and I demonstrated in the college fest that I organized or whatever I did. Similarly, ability to adapt to a diverse and multicultural environment, I'll make sure that I add it to my cover letter. But anything which is technical skills or hard skills, I would actually mention in my CV in 2 ways. One way is through this technical skills or skills section. The second way is through the project experience. So I would mention a project that I worked on, and I would actually mention, like, pick the skills from here and add it over there. For example, I'll give you an example. It says this one says optimizing page speed of WordPress sites, right? So you might have done optimization of WordPress sites or not, but if you have worked in this environment, you understand this. What you would do is you would actually take this, and for example, if you have worked on a college website, I would write college website, then your college website, and I would actually put this, I optimize the page speed of the WordPress website. Now, this applies to any field that you are. So even if you are in a mechanical field, even if you are in a arts, if you're an art student or commerce student, doesn't matter. What you do is you take the job description and then you build your CV according to that particular job description. Have a base CV and then develop different CVs for different job descriptions. आमिर आलम खान, अस्सलाम वालेकुम आमिर, कैसे हो? फर्स्ट क्लास सर, आप कैसे हैं? सब आपकी दुआएं हैं, थैंक यू सो मच. इशिता चक्रवर्ती सर, यस मैम. Ratan Nath, hey bro, heart. Hi Ratan, how are you? Okay, Ravindra Purohit, how to power up self-confidence in COVID situation? So the thing is, life is actually once you pass out of your college, life in itself is a roller coaster, right? So there is definitely the COVID situation, which is definitely hampering a lot of our abilities. But what we need to think about is that it's not about how better you are doing in relation to others. In the real world, the situations are going to be like this. So you will have right now it's COVID. But if even if COVID goes away, you might have issues, right? So you might have, for example, you might have dil ke issues, right? So you might have emotional problems, breakups, or if you want to marry a girl and you can't marry a girl or whatever, or you could have marriage problems. Once you are married, there are responsibilities. You could have health problems, right? So someone in your family, you could have financial problems. So the problems are regular part of life. And people say and people complain, if this problem was not there, or if that problem was not there, I would have done this or I would have done that. But the thing is that it is important to accept that life is like this. Life is effed up, right? So, and it's going to thrash you badly. But it's not about how hard you can hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. It's about how hard you can fall but then rise up again and keep moving forward. So what happens is, I've seen like students who are brilliant in schools, who are toppers, who are geniuses and so on. But it's not about that. It's not about the talent. The people who succeed in life are the people who are willing to take those failures, who are willing to take those challenges, but they are still keen on moving forward with the full passion, with all of the things that are going around in their life. If it's COVID, so be it. Tomorrow there might be a zombie attack, so be it. You have to learn to live with that situation, but keep moving forward. You have got the COVID situation, everyone else has got the COVID situation. But I was in situations in my life that were unique to me. Now I had two choices. One choice was I could have just given up and I would have complained, "Ah, it's a bad situation, my heart is broken, I would destroy my career, you know go in a pub or have daru all the time." So that could be one mindset, right? That's Devdas mindset, and blaming the world for what's happening wrong with you. The second mindset is where you say, okay, whatever has happened, it's happened, but it's a test for me, and I have to overcome this. I am the hero of my life. These are the things that are happening around me. The reason we applaud and cheer for heroes in movies is because everything is going wrong for them. The heroine's father is not happy, and all of the gundas are behind him, but he's the one who's actually going through it. So think of your life as a movie and yourself as a hero, and think about how you are going to tackle this situation. So if there's a COVID situation, tomorrow there would be a new situation. What you have to do is you have to identify your goal, your passion, and keep chasing it. Now, it's not a straight line. There would be obstacles, right? Have you played Super Mario? If you get distracted by all of the things, the coin and so on, then you will never be able to save princess from the dragon. What you have to do is you have to keep moving forward, keep jumping the loops. If the game was as simple, as boring as like that, you just go in a straight line and get the princess, then what would be the fun of it? So all of these are challenges. Learn to enjoy these challenges and move forward with them. And I think that's the best way to defeat these challenges. Sudha Day. Hi, Amish. You inspired a lot of entrepreneurs through your journey. Really appreciate, man. Thank you so much, Sudha. And the reason I do this was because when I was growing up and I used to say, I want to be an entrepreneur. Now, nowadays, entrepreneurship and startup is a cool thing. When I used to say it, especially in my society, no one was in entrepreneurship and was looked down upon. It's like, this guy has gone crazy, right? And everything that I do, I had to just believe in my gut and do it. I had so many self-doubt and so many people doubting me as well, and I did not know if I was doing it right or not. So that's when I thought, if I am able to do anything in my life, I'm able to succeed, even if I fail, I will actually go back and tell people and share my experiences and hold their hand so that they don't feel alone. So if you are out there listening to me, watching this video, listening to it as a podcast, what I want to tell you is there's one reality that I have realized in life is that if you want something extremely passionately, and you go for it, you might fail 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, but if you are persistent and determined enough, then you would definitely be able to get it. All you have to do is you have to stop listening to others and just keep moving forward. So thanks a lot, Sudha, for your comment. Really appreciate that. Ankit Upadhyay, sir, I am looking for a job. Please tell me if any opportunity for me. Ankit, I would actually, a better way of asking this question could be, and especially if you are reaching out to companies, and if you've got an opportunity to ask a job for a CEO, what the way I would, and in your next message EC branch, the way I would position this question is, if you're say from electronics or whatever, say, hi Amir, I looked at your organization and you're doing some fantastic work with whatever internet of things or sensor technology. Now I'm an ECE student with huge interest and expertise in wearable sensors. I have done these so many things or these projects in this. I would really like an opportunity to work with your organization and I can solve the following problems, or I can do this for you. So what you are doing there is you are actually selling yourself, and you are telling to me that I could actually solve a problem for you, I could do something for you. Then me as a company or recruiter would be willing to get you on board, give you a job, and pay you the salary. When you are a candidate, and if you are in a mentality that I have to ask job, and someone who's giving you a job is doing a favor to you, no one is doing a favor to you by giving you a job. They are doing a favor to themselves. I need people to run my company. My company would not could not move if I do not have the right people. If the people are my asset, human resources, the most important asset that my organization or any organization has, and we need you to run my company, right? We can't run our company without you. What you have to do is you have to become sellable and tell the companies, tell us how you are going to help our organization, how are you going to add value to my organization. And just saying I'm hardworking or blah 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 is not enough. You have to quantify that, and that's how you get a job. But to answer your question specifically, Ankit, there are job opportunities. Look for my company, Enterprise Monkey, on LinkedIn. Go to the job section, you will find a lot of jobs that are actually out there at the moment, so definitely have a look. Rahul Shah is saying, what is success? So everyone has a different definition for success, Rahul. For me, success is about being able to do what I want to do or want to pursue at any particular time, uh, and being able to learn and try new things at any stage. Now, everyone has a different definition of success. Some people have it in terms of the money, some people have it in terms of the fame or whatever. But the thing is that money is not enough, so people are never happy with that. Fame is never enough. If you have 1 million followers, you need 10 million followers, and so on. But I personally, I feel extremely satisfied with my life, because I do not even wait for the ultimate wins to feel happy. For me, success is about being able to chase whatever I'm trying to chase, right? So just the independence of doing this live session and talking to you guys without worrying about what effect would it have on everything else. Uh, i I think that's success for me. um, but you need to define your own definition of success. But it's important that you don't define it in terms of money or fame or any of those tangible things. Success should actually be about being able to pursue what you want to pursue, and that is something that drives me. So for me, if I'm learning new things and trying new things and giving a go, then I feel that I'm successful. And it's as simple as that for me. Sudipti Prajapati. Hello, sir. Hi, Sudipti. How are you? Nabi Hussain. If anybody just graduated from college, then is it better to work in MNC, or is it better to work in a startup? Okay. Nabil, depends on what you are looking for. I would never work in a multinational company. Depends on, especially like an Accenture or TCS. If I am confident about my skill, and if I'm confident, I want to grow my career quickly. If you're looking for a secure job, a stable career, then yes, these multinational companies are for you. But if you are confident about enough about your skills, and if you want to really accelerate your career quickly, then I would definitely work in a startup, because the learning experience is much better. I know some of my friends who started working in large organizations. In the first 2 years, all they did was just worked on Excel files, and they did not have any idea about how the work that they are doing is contributing. Whereas working in startups or working small organization gives you an opportunity to get an overview of the full business, and also gives you an idea of how each and everything work and how you can contribute as well, and it gives you the flexibility to grow your career quickly as well. One of the reasons that I left my job at Honda Cars was, my salary was good and everything was good, was I could see that the hierarchy was too much, that I could have never grown so quickly. So I could see, say, myself rising to be an HOD, head of department, in 7 years or 8 years, and that was like a bit too long for me. Like, I could not wait that much. So again, now the choice is yours. It's two very clear distinctions. If you want a nice stable career with a nice stable growth, multinational company is the way to go. If you want to accelerate your career quickly but it's not very stable, you are willing to take risks, then definitely startup is the way to go. Soumya Ranjan. Hi Amir, how are you? Just want to know, how is the job market now in India? Soumya, job market is it actually there was a setback due to COVID, but jobs are always there. Of course, the job market declined in India. The problem is, like, to be honest, I'll tell you an honest perspective, is the problem is that the overall financial position of India is not good in comparison to what it used to be. However, because India is such a strong economy and there's so many factors that it has, there would be always be an abundance of jobs. So Indian market. And secondly, it's amazing how the like it's due to the human resources and we the people of India, that we are able to recover from these things pretty quickly as well. So what you would see is that the job market has already started to increase as well. Like, we recruited throughout the pandemic, even in our Indian office as well, and now we have increased our job vacancies as well, and I can see a lot of companies are now going back to recruiting more people. Companies have learned to deal with pandemic as well. Of course, there's a huge loss to economy as such, but the conditions are becoming better. Asim Chaudhary, fine, sir. That's great. Faisal Ahmed, how can sir meet you in Australia? Faisal, you can actually connect with me on Instagram and send me a message on Instagram, and then I can let you know. The thing is that I'm not in one place in Australia as well. I'm traveling pretty frequently. It was only during COVID that I was at home. Otherwise, I'm just traveling everywhere. Right now, Australian borders are closed, so I'm restricted to Australia. But again, I'm traveling throughout Australia. As soon as borders open up, then I have to go and sort of visit Malaysia, Singapore, Dubai. So I've got a very huge travel list. Easier way to connect with me is via online Zoom sessions. That's the best way. I even communicate with my clients through that as well, because otherwise I'm a bit hard to catch. All right. आमिर आलम खान has got a very big comment. आमिर, मैं आपका नेबर हूँ, साहिल बांड कॉलेज में नंबर था, मैं भी इस सेक्शन में था। मैं सऊदी अरेबिया में कंस्ट्रक्शन कंपनी में जॉब कर रहा हूँ। आपकी कंपनी में मेरे जॉब में मुझे बोला था, बुला लो भाई, एक चांस दे दो। आमिर भाई, डेफिनेटली मैंने आपको बताया ये जो जॉब्स हैं, बिकॉज मेरी कंपनी में जो जॉब्स हैं वो ज़्यादातर टेक्नोलॉजी सेक्टर में है। बट डेफिनेटली जो है वो मैं आपसे इस बारे में बात करूँगा ऑफलाइन। बट स्पेसिफिकली जो है वो मैकेनिकल में जो है वो जॉब्स नहीं है। मेनली जो जॉब्स हैं, और कंस्ट्रक्शन में जॉब्स नहीं है, बिकॉज आई एक्चुअली एम डीलिंग in technology and software specifically. But I would try and help you by referring you in any way I can. Asim Chaudhary sir, I'm about to complete my graduation in BBA degree. My interest in digital marketing, so I want to go for digital marketing. Should I go for MBA after BBA? Go for digital marketing. There's no need to do an MBA if without an experience. You have done an BBA, it's a degree that's well enough. People waste a lot of time just getting one degree after another degree. Over here, people do MBA at a age of 40 or 45 or whatever, after they have gained. Do an MBA after you have gained at least 3 or 4 years of experience. Don't do an MBA before that. Go and get a job, whatever, digital marketing, learn digital marketing, but don't waste your time and money and efforts in doing another useless degree. Aditya Ranga, top Sarji, thank you so much, bro. Thanks a lot. Ravindra Purohit, great tips. Thank you. Sheben Joseph, sir, can you tell what tech stack is expected from students for SDE internship, especially for off-campus recruitment? What is SDE internship, bro? Sorry, मैं थोड़ा सा आई एम अ बिट ओल्ड स्टाइल में पुराना हो गया, तो मुझे जो नए लिंगोज जो है वो एक्रोनिम्स पता नहीं है. What is SDE internship? Can you tell me, Sheben? Then I would be able to tell you what tech stack is expected. Ramandeep Singh, Amir, you are rich in positive vibes. Keep growing. Oh man, I love it, Ravan. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, bro. That's what I want to be rich in. That's the only thing that I want to be rich in. Look, there's no point in, first of all, earning money if you don't have time to actually enjoy with that money as well. What I always aim for is, what financial freedom even means for me is the ability to be able to try new things without the fear of having food in food, or having basic shelter. I don't dream of big mansions and things like that. The only thing that I'm a bit passionate about is cars. But I have sort of driven all type of car, that's fine. But it's not about buying expensive brands for me as well. For me, it's about that financial freedom that allow you to try new things. And of course, I love traveling, so my business pays for all of my travel, so which is good. That's why I like opening office in different countries as well, because that gives me an excuse to travel. So I go and do business deal in different countries, and that allows me and sort of pays for my travel as well. And that's something that I actually enjoy doing. But apart from that, it's all about actually having that satisfaction. So thanks a lot for this comment. Really means a lot to me. Imran Ali, sir, can you please give some idea about how one can transform from traditional sales to current trends in selling? Absolutely. So the very first thing is, one thing that you should learn about is, in lean startup methodology, is a methodology that actually talks about one of the things is how the new selling is different from traditional selling. And there's one concept over there which is called customer discovery. So what customer discovery or what lean startup tells you about is, rather than developing a product first and then trying to sell it to the customers, what you do is you actually develop a product with the customers. So get their feedback first and then develop the product from there. And one thing that comes out of it is, rather than selling the product itself, you have to start selling the solution. You really need to understand their problem, and then you have to start selling the solutions. Now, some of the technological things that allow you to do that is, first of all, is your sales funnels, an extremely amazing way to make sales. So rather than actually doing cold calls or whatever, what you could do is, you could use, first of all, Facebook or LinkedIn ad funnels to get the leads, and then you could do a proper funnel to actually convert that lead into a customer. And that's something that's actually pretty important. Now, if you don't know anything about sales automation, you can go on YouTube, search for sales automation Amir Kutub, or you can go to my website, Enterprise Monkey. There's a book that I have written on sales and marketing automation. Make sure you read that. That's an amazing read, because that one talks about how you can automate a lot of parts of your sales, and how you can use technology, social media, your website, your CRM, which is an extremely important thing, to develop an amazing sales process and then automate it. So automate most of it. You still are involved in there, but then you are working only with the qualified hot leads. Now, if you are involved in manual qualification of the leads, which means your sales process is not optimized. So have a look at that. I'll and also send me a message. I'll share the link of that with you as well. Mohammad Usman Beg, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa alaikum assalam. Usman, how are you? Ravin Purohit, I talking with career concern. Okay. Avnish, sorry, Ravindra, मुझे आपका क्वेश्चन समझ में नहीं आया भाई. Please, can you repeat that? Visha Roy, hi sir. Hi Visha, how are you? क्या चल रहा है? Samir Ranjan, I want to say one thing for job. Just analyze yourself where the lack, like updating resume in portal, resume writing skills. There are so many candidates searching for job. Why company will choose you so that to be unique in the market? That's a very good point, Samir. So you need to identify what's your USP, unique selling proposition. If there are so many, for example, if you're a mechanical engineer, there are thousands of mechanical engineers out there. Why should I recruit you? So a lot of people come to me and say, I'm a computer engineer, I'm AC engineer. Do you have any job for me? Well, it doesn't mean anything for me. Your degree doesn't mean anything for me. Your skills mean a lot to me. So you have to identify your own niche. What is your niche? How are you going to provide value to my company? And if you are able to do that, then no one can stop you from getting a job. So it's a great point, Soumya. I completely agree with that. Bhagesh Vedya, applying to many jobs on many job portals but not getting single positive reply. What to do? Okay, so the very first thing that I think, I'm not sure if you attended my session, but from the beginning, but if not, uh, go through it once again, because one thing that I've talked to you about is one thing that we do wrong is that we send one CV to all jobs. What you have to do is you have to look at the job description itself, and once you have identified the job description, you develop your CV using the keyword or using the items from the job description to make sure that your CV has an 80% match with the job description itself. And then once you send the CV, what happens is that all of these job portals have got something called resume parsers. Now, resume parsers are like robots or artificial intelligence bots that would match your CV with your job description, and if they do not match more than 60%, then they will reject it, throw it out. It will never go to the recruiter, right? So what you have to do as a first step is to make sure that your CV actually matches the job description. And when there is a keyword search that's done between the job description and resume, there's a bit of match out there. So extremely important. Make sure that you follow it, and you will see that you will start getting results straight away. Bhagesh is asking, hi sir, I applied to many jobs on my job portal. So we have done that. Lucky Tragi, hello sir, how are you? Hi Lucky, I'm good, thanks. How are you? Lucky has been an amazing person because he's been actively attending all my live sessions. Thank you so much, Lucky. Really appreciate that, bro. All right. We have got Wais Sharwan. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam. Wais, how are you? Lucky Tag, happy to see you. Happy to see you too, bro. Genuinely, I was looking for you. I was waiting for your comment. So great to see you over there. Lucky saying, I want to work with you, so please help me out, bro. Definitely. Look at the job descriptions. Go to Enterprise Monkey LinkedIn page, and actually look at the jobs that are actually out there, and look at what my company does, and then send me a cover letter telling me exactly how you can actually help my organization. What can you do for me? Salman Ansari, you are doing good job for yourself and society. Thank you so much, Salman bhai. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate that. Vikas Tyagi, hi sir. Hi Vikas. So Vikas over here, he's got an amazing journey as well. So Vikas, when I was a production engineer at Honda, Vikas used to work as an apprentice. So he had just done his ITI, and he was actually doing the actual work over there. He was working as an apprentice over there. And then from there, Vikas did not give up. I used to look at him. He was like very hardworking. He did his bachelor's in technology completed his BTech, and then he sort of found a job and started working as an engineer. He's got an amazing journey throughout. So because you have done a great job so far, so definitely keep it up. It's amazing how amazing people that you meet out there. There were a lot of people who are working on the line apart from Vikas, who are still working on the line. Vikas comes from a very humble background as well, but it was his passion and persistence that he actually was working like from whatever 9 to 5 or 6 to 12 whatever, and then he was doing night classes as well. And working on the line is a difficult job, like it's very tiring job. And you have to sort of do a lot of hard work, your back aches and things like that. But with that, he actually pursued his bachelor's in technology, completed his bachelor's in technology while doing the work, and then finally developed his career from there. So well done, because I think we have all have got a lot of to learn from you. Mohammed Samani, hi Mohammed Samani, how are you? All right. So, Noor Alam, please let us know if any availability in mining sector in geo contacts in Australia. I'm working as a geosociologist in Geological Survey of India. There actually are a lot of opportunities in mining all the time. The challenge is coming to Australia. So the thing is, the challenge is the visa to get to Australia. But if you are working in mining, then you would have definitely have an engineering degree. Look at applying for the permanent residency in Australia. The challenge is you can't get a job in Australia without being a permanent resident over here. Extremely difficult to get a job otherwise. So the first step is you apply for permanent residency. Now I've got a video on my YouTube channel. It says 4 steps to Australian PR. Have a look at that. It's a bit outdated, but the fundamentals remain the same. And try and apply for the Australian permanent residency. If your points match, if you are able to qualify the English test, you will be able to get a permanent residency. Now you don't need to leave your job straight away after that. Once you have PR, you can put an Australian address, and then you can actually reach out to the people in mining on LinkedIn, and you can find a job straight away. But even now, what I would encourage you to do is reach out, do a simple search on LinkedIn. I'll actually share my screen. I'll show you what I would do if I were you. What I would do is I'll actually go on LinkedIn itself, and I will search for people who are in the mining industry in Australia, and I'll send them a network connection request, where I would tell them, I would introduce myself, and I would actually say what you said over there. Say I'm whatever, I've worked in Geological Survey of India, and I'm interested in pursuing or developing my career from there. I looked at your profile. Your profile looked extremely impressive, and I would love to share. I would love to learn from you. Rather than asking for jobs straight away, just say I would love to learn from you. I would love to have connection with you, and then you start talking to them. And make sure that you make it a habit. Reach out to 20 people in the mining industry. So right now, if you could see my screen, what I'm doing is I'm typing mining. Now what I will do is I'll filter this by, first of all, people. So I filtered it with the people. Now it will show me all the people who are in mining around the world. But now I'll add another filter, which is location, and I'll choose Australia. As soon as I do that, it will show me the people who are in the mining industry over here. It doesn't matter what profile they are on. For example, this one comes out, Spencer. It says co-founder Dynamics. Yes, we are geologists, whatever. This one is in mining as well. So I'll actually reach out to them, send a connection request with a nice note, say I looked at your profile, and actually read their profile and say your profile looks impressive, and I would like to make a genuine connection with them. If you do that to 20 people every day, you would be able to make 500 connections in a month, 1500 connections in 3 months. Those connections will get you a job straight away. You don't even, I might have one connection or two connection, but if you do it dedicatedly, you would be able to create 1500 connections in 3 months, and that will get you your offer straight away. All right, so next one is Shayan Ansari. What are the different profiles in your company in IT department? Okay, so the profiles are WordPress developer, Joomla developer, UI developer, then app developer. We have got a hybrid app developer vacancy as well. Then we have got graphic designer vacancy, we have got digital marketing vacancy, we have got search engine optimization person vacancy. What else? So there are quite a few vacancies that are actually open out there. We have got, actually, yes, we have got an IT admin vacancy as well, IT support person vacancy as well, tester vacancy as well. So if you've got the skills, then we've got the job. As simple as that. But the thing is, look, I am running a business, and we only select best of the best. The competition is definitely cutthroat, and we still have limited availabilities, right? So I cannot recruit each and everyone. So you have to prove that you have got it in it, you. And if you do it, our recruiters will definitely select you. I'm not involved in recruitment process because I am not involved in actively in my business anyways, because I'm sort of like semi-retired. So my company runs on its own, and I try keep on trying new things. So it's the recruitment team and the Indian team, and who, or even in Australia, the Australian team, who's responsible for all of that. I do not interfere with those decisions myself. Ravin Purohit, how to power up self-confidence in our career, how to overcome from negative energy in pandemic. Actual question is this. Sorry for, okay, half right. All right, Ravindra, the thing is that to power up self-confidence in our career, and I think partially my answer applies to it, the previous answer that I gave. But to power up self confidence in your career, what you have to do is you have to start doing things in your career. So, right now, if you do not have a job, if you're a student or wherever you are, the very first thing that you do is you start by creating a profile on Fiverr.com, Upwork.com, create your own gigs over there, and start doing some freelancing work. If you cannot get gigs work, reach out to the people on LinkedIn or business or any of your contact and say, I just want to do some work with you, gain some project experience, and that will give you a huge amount of confidence. Doing a lot of courses or learning a lot of new things give you knowledge, but they don't give you the actual industry confidence. What you have to do is you have to start doing some work, start working on some project. Once you work on a project, it will give you skills, it will give you experience, it will make you more worthy, it will give you confidence, but it will entertain you as well. It will actually make you happy. So rather than wasting your time in just studying or doing one course or another course or thinking about it or worrying about COVID, start working on a project, whether it's a hobby project, whether you're working for a commercial organization for free, or whether it's a paid freelancing project, doesn't matter, but start working on a project straight away, and that will actually help you boost your confidence. Lucky Tag is saying, thank you so much, sir. I will definitely do it. Thanks a lot, Lucky. All right, guys, I'll take 3 more questions and then I'll wrap up the session. So we have got Ujjwal Pawar. Sir, I want to ask a simple question. Why all the jobs in data science right now are having experience requirement of more than 2 years? How would people get experience if companies don't recruit freshers? Okay, so one way to get through it is get some experience as a freelancer, because that experience actually counts. The thing is, why would someone want a fresher? Like, there are companies like TCS and Accenture, they hire freshers because they want cheap workforce, they want a number on the seat. Why would someone hire a fresher and train you, and then once you are trained, they will leave the job and go, right? And that's a big challenge. So the way to overcome it is actually by gaining experience working as a freelancer. And I know some of the companies who recruit freshers. For example, Barclays is an organization that recruit freshers as well. They've got a specific program, graduate program as well. And they do it in data science. And you will actually find companies that will recruit fresher in data science. But what I would encourage you to do is, if you are interested in making your career in data science, do at least 3 projects: one in Hadoop, second one in some basic data analysis, SQL, and third in something around NoSQL, which is like unstructured database. And do at least 3 of these projects in commercial space, or even if you don't charge anything for it, that's fine, but at least have them on your CV. That will work as your experience, and you will definitely get a job through that. Second thing I would like you to do is, from today onwards, reach out to 50 people on LinkedIn in data science industry or any data science professional and build genuine connections with them, because 90% of jobs are never advertised. They come through referrals. If you make those connections, you will get the jobs easily. You will get into the industry pretty easily as well. Rahul Kumar Chaudhary, hello sir. Hi Rahul. Vikas Tagi, work to Reliance Jio Mumbai sir. Vikas is working in Reliance Jio. Excellent. That's great. All right, guys. Two more questions, sir. How can we get a job in foreign? Is any experience required to do a job in foreign? Bro, like foreign is a huge, like there are like 200 what 7 countries apart from India in foreign. So I would actually divide your sort of foreign into three parts. One is developed countries like US, Australia, New Zealand, or the one that you call Western countries. The second is uh, countries like Canada, countries like Germany, countries like most of the European countries. They are also developed. But the reason I'm keeping these separate is countries like Australia and New Zealand, they have a very strict visa policy. You cannot get a job without a visa. In US, the way to get a job without is to actually start working in an Indian company and then go to US on the work visa, or go to US on a student visa and get a job over there. So it's all about the visa. It's easier to get a job in a country like Germany, where one of the conditions that you have to learn German to be able to work in there. In English countries or English speaking countries, English test is one of the requirements for the visa as well as for the job as well. So generally, I would encourage you to increase your English skills and appear for TOEFL or IELTS, depending on which country you want to go to. If you are looking for country like Singapore or Malaysia, then definitely, again, English is pretty important. But if you can learn the native language, that's much better as well. If you are looking to work in China, Mandarin is extremely important, and German is pretty important. But if you know German or if you know Mandarin, then it's very easy to work in Germany or work in China, and much it's a nice easier transition from India to those countries as well. All right, guys, I'll take the very last question, and then we'll take a goodbye. Silence, I saying, sir, were you in Josh Talks? Yes, bro, I was in Josh Talks. Uh, you can actually search Amrit of Josh Talks and you'll find the video. Okay, seeking the self. I think, Kutub, what if someone is an IT admin but he's interested in IT security as an IT auditor? That's great. First of all, you start learning about IT security straight away, again from YouTube and things like that. Start doing some freelancing gig, or actually reach out to your organization and say, I am an IT admin, but I see there are a lot of security loopholes and I want to fix that. What I want you to do is, out of my 8 hours role, I would like you to allow me to work 2 hours in like improving the security. If they say no, 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 we can't do that, then ask them, can I do it in my extra time? Can I work with the security guys? And then rather than working 8 hours, work 10 hours, work with those guys and do something for your organization. If your organization is tight ass, they don't want you to do that, that's fine. Start working as a freelancer and start helping some other organizations in IT security space and as an IT auditor. Look, the thing is that there are no limitations of on what you could do. I know the person who was an IT admin in my company. What he did was, while he was working as an IT admin, he said that he was interested in working as a WordPress developer, as a Joomla developer as well. So we gave him that chance. He did that. He moved into a bit of IT maintenance and security as well. We again gave them a chance and did that. And now he has create improved his portfolio altogether. Like he's on a next level in sort of like the span of 2 years. So the possibilities are endless. And what you have to do is you have to start by asking your manager that you are interested in doing that. If he says no, that's fine. You can still pick up freelancing projects and start working on those. Guys, I would love to know how much do you enjoy these live sessions? Can you please tell me in the comment section? Are these live sessions worth doing? Should I continue doing them? And what is it that you really like about these sessions? I would love to know that. And I would really appreciate all of your comments, and any of the comments that I'm missing today, because we are already past 1 hour. I'll definitely address all of your questions back in next live session. I'll respond to you straight away as well. But please let me know in the comment section by your thumbs or hearts or likes or whatever about how did you like the session today? Do you find these sessions helpful? And that would actually encourage me to keep doing these sessions. I'll see you guys on Thursday, same time, 9 p.m. on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. If you're not following me on Instagram, my ID is at Amir Kutub. Make sure you follow me on Instagram because I do reels every day over there. I do more frequent live sessions over there as well. And I share a lot of insights that I don't share on other channels. So make sure you're following me on Instagram, guys. Thank you once again, and thanks a lot for all your comments. Please let me know how did you like the session, and I'll see you same time, same day, same place. फिर मिलेंगे चलते चलते. Take care. Bye bye.